Prologue, December 1975. A few days before Christmas, the Black brothers run away. It happens in the dead of night. There is a soft knock on Regulus's door and a harsh whisper asking, "Reggie, are you awake?" With it comes the suspicion some things, or maybe all things, are about to change. Regulus's wrist still aches. It will take hours for the bones to knit themselves together. It's a slow, painful process, but he's grown used to it. His mother's ring split his cheek after her grip snapped his wrist. It's a dull throb, nothing he can handle. These are simply the side effect of Grimmauld place. Regulus opened his bedroom door to find Sirius on the landing. He shifted his weight from foot to foot, eyes darting to the stairs and back again. Sirius has always been full of kinetic energy. It clings to him, a vine wrapped round his bones. Some days it makes him insufferable. Other days, Regulus is so thankful his brother exists. Tonight, Sirius's eyes are wide, deathless, blue and frantic. They don't settle on any one thing for too long. "Reggie," he starts, only to still immediately after. If he was Padfoot, Regulus is certain those fluffy triangle-shaped ears would be rotating every which way. "Sirius, what's going on?" "I'm leaving," he replies, pushing past Regulus. "What? Leaving where?" "I'm going to live with the Potters, with James and his parents. You remember Effie and Monty, right? You've met them at King's Cross before." For the first time, Regulus notices a backpack slung over Sirius's shoulder. "I'm 16, and I hate this house. I hate it so much, Reggie. It's awful, and our parents are cruel." "Parents aren't supposed to be cruel, Reg. They are not supposed to." Regulus pulls his wrist close to his chest. What was a dull ache has sharpened to a sting, now that Sirius has reminded him it's there. "I don't want to spend days locked in a broom cupboard anymore. I don't want to beg the house elves to sneak us food. It's not right, Reggie." Sirius takes a deep breath. "So I'm going. Tonight." "We can't go. Mom and Dad, they don't care, Regulus." Sirius is in his space, crowding over him. He's taller. Not by much, but it's enough for Regulus to feel small. He's never seen his brother so full of raw anger, of hell-bent determination. There's no room for negotiation. Sirius is leaving, whether Regulus goes with him or not. "Come with me. Please, Reggie, just grab what you need and let's go." James said his parents will let us stay with them. They have room, and they are good people. I have some money saved from Uncle Alfred. We'll be okay. I will make sure we're okay. Regulus fidgets under his brother's gaze. It's urgent, demanding a decision, but Regulus doesn't make a decision this way. He's analytical, thinks it all through first. This is Sirius's way. Impulsive, immediate, right now. "I don't know," he murmurs, wrist still held tight to his chest. "What if we... Aren't you tired of hiding the bruises? Our scars? I don't want to tell people I fell when it was Mom who pushed me." Sirius shakes Regulus gently by the shoulder. "We can leave now, Reggie, while they're asleep. This house is a prison, but the Potters are offering us a safe place to stay. Everything here? It doesn't matter. But you and me? We matter. You are my little brother, Reggie. I don't leave you behind. Not here. Regulus thinks of the way his wrist will turn a bouquet of garish colors, yellow and purple, and green and blue. It will take a few more days to heal completely. If it heals, that is. Valborga is notorious for breaking what's already been broken. At least his cheek won't scar, if he's lucky. It's a deeper cut than usual. She got him with her signet ring this time. Do you promise it will be all right? He asks, heart hammering against his ribs. He's only 14 and Sirius is barely 16. Still underage, unable to use magic outside of school. What about the trace? If we use magic? Sirius digs in the back pocket of his jeans to hand Regulus a crumpled piece of parchment. This address at 1 a.m. There will be a portkey. An old boot. Don't use magic. Don't be late. JFB. I wouldn't lie to you, Reggie. You know that. Sirius is across the room and in Regulus's wardrobe, pulling at shirts and jeans, stuffing socks in his backpack. An extension charm, most likely. Advanced magic because Sirius might be trouble, but he's nothing if not a brilliant wizard too. Regulus has dreamt of leaving, but he never expected to really do it. He's in a daze. Nothing feels real, even as he chooses in record time what matters enough to take with him. Sirius says only the essentials, and for Regulus it's his wand, the worn copy of his favorite book, and the Montrose magpie's jumper. He tucks it over his head while Sirius double-checks the stairwell is clear. There are 4 floors in Grimmauld Place, and all of its steps are old, creaky things. It feels like hours before they reach the ground floor. They stop often to listen, careful not to disturb even the portraits. They don't dare pull out their wands. Sirius checks a pocket watch no less than 100 times, his bottom lip bright red and swollen from how he worked in between his teeth. Masters is going? Regulus freezes, 1 foot on the ground floor and 1 still on the stairs. Sirius is halfway between him and the front door. In the kitchen doorway, at the end of the hall, Creature stands with a pumpkin pasty clutched in his long, gnarled fingers. Regulus can barely make him out in the dark. Sirius looks at Regulus, frantic. He always liked you best, he seems to say. Creature, Regulus hisses, gesturing for the house elf to come closer. Creature, come. The elf does, eyes wide and unblinking, his great ears flopping. Master Regulus is leaving. We are leaving, Creature. Regulus, Sirius whispers, but Regulus waves him off. He crouches down in the front of the house elf. We won't be back, Creature. We are leaving for good. But if Mom or Dad ask you, you didn't see us leave. Tell them you were in the kitchen the entire time. You didn't hear the door open, and you didn't see us in the hall. Creature blinks, but not slowly. I didn't see Master Regulus and Master Sirius. I was in the kitchen. I was eating a pumpkin pasty. He holds it up for emphasis. Yes, you were. Regulus smiles softly at the little elf. He's mended their bones, patched up their cuts, and snagged them food when they weren't meant to have any. For a long time, he was Regulus's only friend, besides Sirius. Be careful, creature. We are going now, but you didn't see us leave. You can never tell anyone what you saw tonight. Good night, Master Regulus. The house elf takes a bite out of his pumpkin pasty, eyes still round as dinner plates. Creature is wishing you good luck. Regulus doesn't know if it will work. He's ordered Creature to keep secrets before, but this feels much bigger than any of the others. It will have to do, though. Sirius holds up the pocket watch. Mouths, we're running out of time, and there is nothing left to do but open the front door. Cold air hits them as soon as they step outside of the barrier, keeping Grimmauld plays a secret. Sirius takes his hand. Come on, Reggie, we have to run. Besides, it will warm us up. Bloody freezing tonight. This is how it is. Two brothers running hand in hand through the borough of Islington. Their trainers smack the pavement, wet from melting snow. The sound feels too loud in the dead of night, but they don't stop running. Sirius seems to know the way. He doesn't falter, pulling Regulus along behind him. Regulus decides he hates portkeys the moment his finger touched the old boot left lying on the ground. It's a hook behind his navel, a violent spinning through time and space. Head over heels again and again until he lands in a flower bed. The jarring impact knocks the wind out of him, and he rolls onto hands and knees, desperate to put air back into his lungs. He's thankful his stomach is empty, otherwise he might have spewed the contents right out onto the grass. Up you go, come on. It's a gentle, older male voice. Don't mind the flowers, they right themselves in the morning. Nothing to fuss over. Fleamont Potter, he realizes through the fog and disorientation. When he looks up, it's a welcoming house that towers over him. In the dark, he can't make out too many details, but he can at least discern it's large. Much larger than a family of 3 needs. The front door is open, spilling light out onto the porch and down its steps. Regulus squints. His eyes haven't adjusted. Someone stands in the porch light. He's tall, hair a perpetual wild mess, with round glasses perched on his nose. It's the dead of the night, but James Potter still beams at Sirius and Regulus, the former brushing soil from his jeans, while the latter clings to Fleamont for support. Regulus's knees are wobbly, and his wrist aches anew from the fall. He might have landed on it wrong. He would be so lucky, he thinks. Fleamont ushers them both inside and into the kitchen, where he makes 3 mugs of hot chocolate. There are twinkling lights on the cabinets, garland wrapped around dining chairs. At Grimmauld, there are no holidays. At the Potters, it's a thought Christmas threw up it. It's as though Christmas threw up all it has to offer right here in the kitchen. It's freezing out there, Fleamont says, pushing the mugs across a marble countertop. Nothing fixes a winter chill quite like some hot chocolate, though. Drink up. It will help with the portkey dizziness too. Regulus stares at the steaming mug like it might bite him. It's okay, Reg. James sits on the other side of Sirius, one foot propped up on his stool. He reaches over to nudge Regulus' mug closer to him. You can drink it. No one's going to take it from you. Sirius sips his hot chocolate and makes a contented sigh after each swallow. The best, he murmurs, eyes closed, his expression one of pure bliss. Regulus envies his brother. He knows James. He knows the Potters. He's comfortable here, so sure, no one will ever hurt him in this house. But Regulus lets his hot chocolate run cold before he can muster the courage to drink it. He apologizes profusely once he realizes what he's done, even as Flemon dismisses each "I'm sorry" and waves his hand. The hot chocolate steams again, piping hot once more. "Drink, Regulus," Flemon tells him, leaning back against the counter with a gentle smile. "There's plenty more where it came from, if you want seconds. We are a hot chocolate house around here." This time, Regulus reaches for the mug. "Thank you," he murmurs, still a bit unsure. The ceramic is warm against his cold skin, and the liquid chocolate is sweet on his tongue. Even though it's steaming, it isn't too hot to drink. The temperature is perfect for him to gulp it down in a matter of seconds. They don't ask him to, but Flemont makes them 3 more mugs of hot chocolate anyway. It's here, in the Potter's kitchen, all warm tones and soft, inviting colors, that Regulus decides he will never regret running away. He listens to Sirius laugh at something James has said. It's bright and open, pure, unbridled joy. Grimmauld Place would never let it breathe. And it's this laughter, alive and shared between the 2 Potter men and his brother, that finally settles him. Regulus brings the mug to his lips, closes his eye, and smiles.